was like, coming out of anesthesia, I was so hating my life and everyone in it. I was like,
this is too good not to capture. I'm sorry, continue.
And then I was like laying there in bed, and I laid flat, completely flat for 6 hours, like with all these fucking puncture wounds in my groin that were hurting. And then I was, you know, in like, of course, a horrible mood. And then I waited an hour and 15 minutes longer than what they told me. And then at that point I was just like, oh my God, I have to shit. So I like, you know, I like put the bed up, and I like pulled out, you know, I pulled off my pulsometer thing, and I like grabbed whatever cords and I put them around my neck, and I really like kind of roughed it, you know, like
you hurled yourself out of bed.
I hurled myself up, and like total angry grandpa style, I like stand up, you know, and I was like, oh, you know, and I'm just like hating everybody. I'm like, oh God, and then I like walk, you know, around my bed into the bathroom. I sit down on the toilet, and I start shitting, and like start pushing, and the moment I start pushing to shit, my artery pops.
Whoa!
And it's just like,
oh no!
and I was like, oh, that feels weird. And it didn't start hurting at first. It just felt like suddenly I had this feeling of like, oh, it feels like there's wood in my leg. It feels like it's splinted with wood on the inside.
Oops.
So I was like, oh shit. So I'm like grabbing the toilet paper, trying to wipe my ass. And I'm like,
It's a nice gnarly story. I love how this is the short version. This is funny.
I know, but this is the part that's so good. Like,
Tell me.
Yeah, I had the long version includes like why this happened. But anyway, so I'm like trying to stand up, and at this point I can't even hardly stand on the leg, and I'm like washing my hands. And then, I do a much less angry grandpa hobble. And I can't walk on it at that point. And so I kind of like face plant into bed. Because at that point it's starting to, you know, at that point it is full on like the third worst pain that I've ever experienced.
Third worst?
Third worst, yeah. Childbirth, 52 hours of unmedicated childbirth, number one probably. And then the stingray sting, which is like, you know.
Stingray.
Yeah, stingray, you know, dime-sized puncture wound in the foot with poison that shoots up your nerve into the same area, actually.
Yeah,
like
geez.
The pain of that was like in here and up in here. So,
okay.
But that is a close contender for first with childbirth. But this doesn't top either of those. But it's the runner-up for sure. It's the bronze medal winner.
And just for historical purposes, they went through your inguinal artery because they wanted to fix your heart.
Yeah, they went into my inguinal artery, and then they went upstream into my aorta.
Wow.
Which is, you know,
that's
it's
gnarly.
like a mighty river, right? So they're like pulling the magnets, using magnets, I think, to pull up this little tiny robot. And then they came up and then went in the valve here. Like, and they had to wait because that valve is like pumping out. And so they had to like get in the back door, basically.
Is this why they had you flatline?
No, I mean, no.
Oh, that was later.
Yeah. I was having a really hard time. Like this passage was saying, you know, like the worthiness to exist, like feeling like you are, I didn't feel entitled to the air I breathed. It was like that. It wasn't necessarily that I was suicidal wanting to die.
Right.
It was that I was feeling guilty about being alive.
Wow.
And like, I'm not helping anything by being here. I'm totally part of the problem, especially as a white American. I'm eating, I'm shitting, I'm drinking the clean, potable water, you know? And like, that's not helping anybody. So there was sort of this logical, almost, you know, like wanting to just like stop participating. And I was depressed, and I was kind of suicidally depressed at the same time. And then one of these times when I was fucking laying in the ambulance with these doofus paramedics shooting me full of the drug that stops my heart, and there was a goddamn little McDonald's Disney princess on the ceiling, and you know, they slammed that drug into me the first time. It stopped my heart for 4 seconds, and then it didn't work, and so then they doubled the dose, and I was begging them not to double the dose. They slammed it again, stopped my heart for 7 seconds. Totally thought I was dead. I totally thought I was dead. And it was weird because when that happens, it's like my senses start to fade, like my hearing starts to fade and my vision starts to fade and I can't respond. They were like, Mary, Mary, and I couldn't answer or move, but my consciousness has never been more alert than those moments. Whatever consciousness is, right? Like whatever is the thing that animates us, like that part was like distilled and crystal clear. And in that moment, there was this, you know, and it's this time-bending moment, of course, but in that moment, there was this expansive awareness where suddenly I understood that if the only thing I do for the rest of my life is just witness, that's enough.
That's beautiful.
It is just staying alive and being present, and like I didn't need to do anything to earn the air and the food, you know? It was like, I'm here. Because I'm here, I get to be here.
Wow. I love that. That's beautiful. So calm the fuck down and live your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like
all right, we're going to get you a TED Talk.
Okay.